Namaskar, this is Firstpost and you're watching Vantage with me, Palki Sharma. As the year winds down, here's one story that we must tell you about. This was a year of corporate poaching, especially in the tech space. Big names and top talent hired by competitors. Some of these cases went to court. Tonight, we'll tell you about this and why companies need to evolve if they want to retain talent. If you want to retain talent, don't fight it. Make it worth their while to stay. And speaking of fights, the New York Times has picked up a new one, this time not against India. They've sued ChatGPT and Microsoft for stealing their content. And this is something that all content creators and consumers should know about. Meanwhile, in Myanmar, the fighting between the military junta and the rebels has exploded. China is asking its citizens to leave, whatever happened to the ceasefire they brokered. We'll discuss how Beijing has lost the plot here. Also talking about the fight between Erdogan and Netanyahu. They're calling each other names. India has sought the extradition of Hafiz Saeed, the 2611 mastermind, not like Pakistan is going to give him up. So what's the point we're trying to make? North Korea's Kim Jong-un wants to prepare for war. China's BYD is on course to beating Tesla as the world's biggest EV maker. How did they do it? How and why did the rich grow richer in 2023 while the rest of us suffered a cost of living crisis? And did you know about the economy of returns? Things you return after buying online. It's worth more than $600 billion. We'll tell you more about it. The headlines first. Big relief for Indians on death row in Qatar. Their death penalties have been reduced to jail terms. 8 former officers of the Indian Navy have been in prison since August last year on charges of spying. They were sentenced to death on the 26th of October this year. Israel warns Hezbollah over cross-border attacks, says it will remove the group from Lebanon's borders if attacks continue. Israeli officials say time for diplomacy with Lebanon is running out. The US releases the last of its military aid for Ukraine. The White House approves a new aid package worth $250 million. Ukraine wanted $61 billion, but the US Congress refused. Any more funding to Kiev will need a congressional approval. It's not even New Year's, but the party is over for Russia's top celebrities. An almost naked private party hosted by a popular TV star has sparked massive backlash. Organizers face action while top stars were arrested for quote-unquote disorderly conduct. And Vietnam's Ha Long Bay is losing its famous turquoise hue. Pollution and over-tourism is threatening the ecosystem. The UNESCO site is one of Vietnam's most popular tourist destinations. Last year, over 7 million people visited the limestone islands.